Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, and those in between. Char. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Sacred Witches Coven podcast. Yes, today we are not reading any stories from Reddit, but I'm gonna tell you all about my paranormal stories. Paranormal, or anything that goes with it, the spiritual side of life. Anyway, I'm your host, Shimron Suarez. This is once again Sacred Witches Coven podcast. Good afternoon, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, Philippines, all over the world. Hi, how are ya? Today, by the way, is as a recording time, it is exactly April 6th, 2026. Yes. All right. So, today, as I've said, we are going to talk about different things. So, but before that, I would love to say that today is, I think, 2 days left, or who knows how long, but 2 days left before my physical cards for Sacred Coven Arcana is coming to my house. So meaning, I have 2 days left before I finally receive my first ever baby, Sacred Coven Arcana. Yes! I'm so proud of myself for that. So, Sacred Coven Arcana, by the way, you guys, is a 24 card deck of runes. Footlark runes. Those runes are, yung mga typical na runes that you see on Shopee. Yung mga rune tiles, yung mga nasa rune tiles, those are Shopee, Lazada. You can see them on as well as TikTok Shop and all the other platforms that sell runes. But I decided to make it into a deck first and foremost. And also, don't worry, because that will be also a series. I'm also currently building 2 more decks for you guys, which I won't say because I don't want to jinx it. But there are 2 more decks on the way. So, I mean, not 2 more decks on the way, but there's 3 to 5 more decks in the long run. So it will be a full-blown series for about 3 to 5 decks. And as well as a pouch. Meron tayong pouch. Then we also have a pouch as well. No? So, now, back to the video. Because I was sidetracked. But yes, again, Sacred Coven Arcana is coming very, very, very soon in my hands. So once it comes, we will start the pre-order for that as well. Okay, now let's talk about the experiences that I have with and in terms of paranormal. So the first one is my mother's doppelganger. My mother's doppelganger. Bakit? Because first and foremost, ang sakit talaga ng anak. This part here is painful at most. I don't know why, but well, maybe it's because of stress and all. But my mother's doppelganger, this happened when I was young. Of course, most of these happened when I was young. Most of these experiences that I'm going to share with you. The first one is my mother's doppelganger. It happened siguro 2 to 3 times in my life. This happened 2 to 3 times in my life. My mother is, for example, she is in the comfort room of our house, which in the Sacred Witches Coven Ko-fi account, for those monthly subscribers, they are given a chance to see a little bit of my house tour vlog. Okay, so for that you can go to co or ko dot f co ko dash fi dot com slash Sacred Riches Coven. I'll put it here in the comment. I'll put it in the description below as well. You can check that out and you will see the vlogs. But yeah, in my mother and in my parents sacred parents comfort room, there's this she was there. That's one night. Okay, the first night that I remember was when I was still a child. I saw, I mean, while I was sitting in the living room, I saw a fainter image of my mother wearing her old Max shirt. The Max Candy, meron siyang shirt. She has a shirt of a old Max Candy. And she was this doppelganger actually wore that shirt. Okay, she was standing in the kitchen. The kitchen was a little bit dark already because we were already done with working in the kitchen. That's what we're just watching TV and all that, television. And then eventually, I heard her saying something in the CR, but then I saw her face in the kitchen, standing there, like doing this with her hair. Doing this with her hair is like, what's going on? I feel confused. Although yes, it was a fainter image, but I still was confused. Anyway, so then when I finally realized it when she talked that she was in the CR or in the comfort room, and and so I realized that. The second one is my mother as well. Yeah, it happened another night. The same thing happened. The same thing happened for about 2 nights. Not consecutively, but 2 nights. So I really was thinking, was that a doppelganger or not? No. So, but I realized yes. As I look back at it, I realized yes, it was a doppelganger. Although it was faint, it was just like copying her, and even the doppelganger was confused. I saw her eyes; they were not red; they were like regular black eyes with like white on the here and the sides, and human, very human of them. So I realized, okay, that was a doppelganger. Looking back at it, then it happened 2 nights, 3 nights, not in a row, but 2 nights and 3 nights separately. The same thing happened over and over again, and then I realized, also another story that I want to share with you guys is, this one. This happened also when I was a child. Okay, this happened also when I was a child. I realized there's also another doppelganger in the house. My nanny, one of my nannies, or yeah, one of my favorite nannies, si Ate Maricel. Hi, shout out. She is actually not here with us now. She is married already and living somewhere far away. Um, but she used to be our nanny, and the funny thing is, she also was copied, clear as day. It was afternoon when I saw her. I saw her in a doppelganger. I saw her doppelganger in her I was watching through her room. Okay, because again before this room wasn't in here before. This was built around when I was um you know around high school. So this wasn't around before. This was part of our uh clothes drying section, where we dry our clothes. Okay? Now, when we dried our clothes, I remembered that there yeah, there was a section where we can clear We can clearly see because screen lang yan eh. You know, we have our windows screened only, and yeah. So I saw this doppelganger hanging and drying the clothes, and she was facing her back, and I saw her. Okay, she copied her. She copied Ate Maricel in her hair. But she wore the nightgown that Ate Maricel works or wears every night. The nightgown or the night dress that she wears every night. It's actually a pair like a shirt and a. I remember it was a maroon and dark blue shirt with maroon, fuchsia pink, and dark blue shirt, as well as a maroon and fuchsia pink and dark blue kind of pants, sweatpants, whatever. So this doppelganger was wearing that. So I called her out. I said, Ate Maricel. And then at the third time, I said, Ate Maricel, louder. And then eventually, I realized she was not looking back at me. And so I realized her reply was in the other side of the house, in the front area of our house. That gave me the chills because she said, "Yes, dog!" So loud that I hear it here, or at the like area where where she was supposedly to where she was staying so far. So she was in front. She was there, back there, and our doing the laundry. She was doing the laundry while her doppelganger was clear as day. It wasn't that faint like my mother's doppelganger. It was very, very clear that she was drying the clothes. So I was like, oh my gosh. Whew, that was chills. I had so much chills when even until now. Look, I just had chills as well. Looking at it, looking back at it, I feel like I just had chills with that. So yeah, and then another thing, there's also a copier of voices here. There's also a copier of voices, a mimic, if you will, and this mimic copies my voice. This mimic also copies my mother's voice, vice versa. So the thing here is that this is the third experience that I have with paranormal stuff, huh? So this happened still when I was young as well, and even until now. Sometimes they would question, or like she would ask me, "Dong, did you just call me?" or "Nak, did you just call me?" My mother will ask me that. I said no. I was in the bathroom, taking a shower or taking a bath. And then, okay, like she just shrugs it. Um, and then the next thing that happened was also I myself asked her if she calls me, and then she says no, I didn't call you. I was like in the kitchen cooking lunch, something like that. And it's funny how it's clear as day. All these happened clear as day, except for the doppelganger of my mother that happened every night. But the rest happened every like day, clear as day. Like this this kind of setting, it's clear as day. It's around 3:45 p.m. Philippine Standard Time as I'm recording this. So it's just funny how that sums up. 3:45 around that time. 1 o'clock to like 3 o'clock, or 1 to 5, basically. Those are the times that these experiences happen. And so yeah, I also realized there are mimics as well that's copying each other's voices. So like, okay. The next thing that happened, this one again, this is the fourth thing that happened here in my house. Um, there's a lot of things happening. Like this is the fourth one. Okay, so this one is happened when I was a child again. It was afternoon. It was like around 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Philippine Standard Time, and that time. And I was playing with my friends, and they suddenly asked, "Can you see ghosts?" I said yes. Can you point to where the ghosts are? And I pointed at our Chico tree that's very, very dark because it was so, it was so, it had a lot of leaves at that time. We didn't cut the tree ever by that time. So wala pa. We didn't cut any part of the tree. So it was so, it was growing faster and darker in there. So I didn't realize there was really a ghost there. And it made me see a picture of a mother and a daughter that hid in that dark area of our Chico tree. They were above the tree. They were standing there, and then when I said, "They're there," oh, I pointed to the Chico tree. "They're there," oh. And then eventually, when they left, because they all were scared of me, they left. Now, when they left, I experienced this super tightened chest, and the the feeling is like I have this super tight chest pains and like this asthma attack that's very, very harsh. Like the asthma attack was like, it was very, 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 very strong to the point that I almost died. If I haven't had my nebulizer, which I still have now, there, that nebulizer saved my life. Because if I haven't had that, I would have died. Because again, the hospital is so far away from where I live. Because I live about we are at a like we have three escalitas, if you call it. We have three escalitas here before we reach the main highway or the main road. So it will take us like more or less 5 minutes to go out of this area, from this area where our house is until the main road. 5 minutes. So that alone is 5 minutes plus the traffic. So although this it's not as we're not experiencing as much low traffic as that before, but still it will take us 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes to travel to the nearest hospital. So if I wouldn't have had that nebulizer, I would have already died. And if we don't have that nebule that we put in the nebulizer, I would have died at that time. Because it was so terrible. It was so um, it was so hard. It was so harsh on my body that I felt like I was about to die. My soul left my body at some point. It's a good thing I had to like turn, and I had to close my eyes and breathe in, breathe out, and then eventually I felt like okay. I felt okay, but good thing, because if I haven't, that would have killed me. They were the ones that actually, according to some of those that read me, and some of those that have seen what I am, and what I can see. According to them, those were the entities that gave me this fibrolipoma that I have right now. It's a disease that grows every single time, every year, and they said that supposedly this fibrolipoma, according to the doctor, grows every 5 years, but mine grows every single year. So I still have it now, though I cannot be operated anymore because my anesthesia levels are like exceeding my body. So the next time I may have, the next time if the ne- so if for example the next time that I have an operation again, I may die because I'm overdosing with anesthesia. So they would rather not let me do that anymore. They would rather not operate me, but then they're focusing more on me slimming down. But the problem is I cannot slim down because of my parents. But anyway, it's a long story. I'll talk about that in the Kofi segment, in the Kofi extended version of this podcast. Okay, but the next experience that I have is sleep paralysis. Who has? I know you guys has, especially those that are listening to these podcasts, are have experienced sleep paralysis. I know you've experienced that. So whenever I am very very stressed and whenever I feel very very down and depressed, I have this sort of sleep paralysis. When I have sleep paralysis, I have this three layers. The first layer is pitch black, but I have like night vision eyes. That's what I see. So whenever I am in a sleep paralysis, I do see those like night vision. I have this kind of night vision eyes, so I see even if it's pitch black. Okay, but then I am in my bed. I know my room so well. I picture every part of my room, and it's still the same. It's still intact, but it's just pitch black. The car is there. The carport is there. So even here, it also copied my carport where the Avanza, the Toyota Avanza, we have my family is parked right over there. So that also was copied in my dream in the sleep paralysis. So yeah, I mean pitch black, really pitch black, pitch black. Now the second layer is there is a little bit of white because there's already a light in there for the carport itself. So that's what happens. Then the third layer is still it has already a little bit of color to it, but still faint. You know, the colors are faint. Like you know, whenever you print pictures and then you suddenly run out of ink, that's what it is. So it's so faint to the point that I can already see colors, but it's still like a little bit of grayish thing. But there's light already. The car's parked there. Everything is still intact. I can see the blue doors now. But then again, I'm still not alive. And then when I finally wake up, I feel like my body is so numb. My brain, my entire head is so numb to the point that I was catching my breath. And yes, I was alive. It happened far too many times. Far too many times. 5 to like 10 times to be specific, or 20 times to be specific, whenever I am very, very stressed out. Okay? So, that's my sleep paralysis story. Now, I would love to talk about a lot more, pero I guess okay, so we have time. So REM sleep. Ito naman. This is a different parts of kinds of astral traveling in a way, or something like that. But the first one we already discussed the first one, and that was the sleep paralysis. Now we have the rapid eye movement. So, or the REM. So the rapid eye movement, REM sleep, is a unique active stage of sleep occurring in cycles, usually 90 minutes after falling asleep. And it's characterized by intense brain activity, vivid dreaming, rapid eye movements, and temporary muscle paralysis. So basically, yes. I also experienced this because I am gonna write that story very soon. But I did have this kind of story. I'm gonna write it as a book very soon. But it basically involves a conspiracy theory. Allegedly, okay? This is gonna be a little bit of a teaser to what happened in there. In that sleep, I realized, you know, every time I pray to God, I pray to God, I pray to God. Like, for example, Lord, please help me. Mickey Mouse steps in and says, go back. And so, like, the prayer is being intercepted by Mickey Mouse. And then, Jollibee as well, another brand here in the Philippines. I'm sorry, Jollibee, I love you very much. Don't sue me. But in this dream that I had, Jollibee became thin, became small, like around the human size, like five flat or so. He became that, no? And then eventually, like the color was like brown and peach, and like the the his wings are like white and black still, but the headdress is also white. The chef's headdress is white, but then again, the rest, his instead of like the red, orange, and yellow kind of colors, Jollibee was reduced to black and peach, brown and peach rather, brown and peach. So I was like, okay, what happened? This is weird. And so yeah, and also I realized that you know there was also this part in that dream that K-pop Demon Hunters or KDH became boring in a way. Not because of like K-pop Demon Hunters being boring, because I love K-pop Demon Hunters. I've watched it far too many times on Netflix, but um, there is this network in that dream that there's this network called the KDH network. The KDH network was the one broadcasting in a mall, and like near the railings of the mall. It's like that kind of thing, and they're like the overall controller of that mall, the huge mall with a school and all that. So yeah, anyway, that's how REM works. It's very vivid to the point that you are able to see a lot of things. You're able to see off. Something's off. Yes, it felt that dream alone felt eerie, but I had dreamed a lot of those already. But that's just one of them. Now the second one was what I dreamt earlier. Here's the thing. I was in my cousin's house here in Cebu as well, somewhere. And I realized, you know, we had a celebration there, but then again, Billie Eilish's song called "Everything I Wanted" suddenly turned on, and I sang with my whole heart and soul for that song. It's like there's fame, fortune, but then again, you feel like there's something missing in your life. So something like that. Eerie. It's the eerie vibes of it all. That despite all the celebration that was happening in that dream, I was singing Billie Eilish's "Everything That I Wanted." It's weird, but yeah, that's what REM, or the rapid eye movement uh, sleep is. It's not sleep paralysis. It's just the rapid eye movement sleep. Okay? And then the astral travel. This one's cool because you can there's a choice where you can control your dreams, you can control what's in it, but you never, here's the thing. You should not ask for the time. You should not ask for the time or the date. Why? Because it will turn into a sleep paralysis. Your astral travel will turn into a sleep paralysis. If um, you ask for the time. I heard that far too many times in a lot of podcasts. And yes, that happens because I too experienced that. I tried to ask for the time, but good thing hindi. Kasi They don't let my dreams don't let me. My spirit team won't let me do that, or else I might die. So yeah, astral traveling also is like a common theme for me. Aside from the REM sleep, um, astral traveling also is common for me. There's a lot of things, but yeah. So those are my experiences of paranormal activity, you guys. There's a lot of things going on, but I would love to share them on the on our extended version, all on coffee.com/ Sacred Witches Coven of Sacred Witches Coven. Again, that's co-fee.com/ Sacred Witches Coven. Okay, you guys. So again, I'm your host, Shimron Suarez. You can always message us on Facebook. We have the Sacred Witches Coven. Or if you have your stories, your personal stories of paranormal activities, we're gonna read that. You can go ahead and send them through Sacred Witches Coven Official at gmail.com. Again, that's Sacred Witches Coven Official at gmail.com. We're also selling products there on our Facebook page. So yeah, you can check that out as well. Sacred Witches Coven. Again, guys, this is your host, Shimron Suarez. This is Sacred Witches Coven podcast. Bye! Bye bye, everybody. Stay safe, everybody. Blessed be. Love you all.